Hey guys, so today I'm going to be talking about crested geckos, and I'm going to be talking about lighting for crested geckos. By the way, my name's Jonah Battle, and I do have a crested gecko, so yeah, that's awesome. Let's get into this. Okay, so when lighting for crested geckos, this is like one of my favorite things about crested geckos. They're so easy, okay? And lighting kind of shows that. So with lighting, basically, you need a day and night cycle. If they don't have a day and night cycle, they'll get all messed up. Like, imagine if you were up for 24 hours or if you slept for 24 hours, you know what I mean? Like, it wouldn't be fun. So, they don't need UVB, and that's kind of like, basically on my notes I put possibly don't need special lighting. Now, I'm not personally going to give special lighting because here's the thing. They aren't nocturnal necessarily, and they're not diurnal. They're crepuscular. I think I'm saying that right. I don't know. I just looked up the word. I knew what it meant, or like I knew the I didn't know the word. I kind of knew what it meant, kind of, if that makes sense. So I knew they came out of dawn and dust. I didn't know the word, so I wanted to sound like cool or whatever. So, yeah, so they'll come out kind of at the twilight, as that's what the word crepuscular means. Crepuscular, yeah. Anyway, I'll write it down in the description. So, this comes in really handy. So I guess it's kind of like iffy if they really need, like UVB or not, but a lot of people don't give them UVB, and I'm pretty sure they turn out pretty much fine. So, yeah, with lighting, it's kind of like, you'll probably want, like if you have live plants in the enclosure, obviously you want a fluorescent bulb or an LED bulb, or even a shop light like this. That's what I'm going to be using. Easiest thing. Actually, those are LED bulbs in the shop light. I'd show you, but like, there's just too much light. So yeah, I have another 4-foot shop light like that, so that's what I'm going to be using for its enclosure when I get it in a big, cool enclosure. Right now it's really small, so that's why I haven't done, anything, or I haven't even done a video on it, because I have some videos backed up. So, yeah, it's real simple with lighting. You'll probably need a fluorescent if you have plants. If not, you just need some kind of day-night cycle. Now, you'll probably want a temperature, or you'll probably want a temperature. Sorry, I meant you'll probably want a thermostat that controls some kind of heating thing, or you won't, because a lot of people's houses are the temperature crested geckos need to be at. And I'm gonna put I'm gonna install a thermostat into the stand over there, and I'll be able to like connect some kind of heating device or some kind of something to it, so it doesn't get too cold. But the problem is, if it gets over like 80 degrees, that is way too hot for them. Well, actually, I don't know. I'm going to do some more research, and I'm going to actually look at the weather in New Caledonia, which is where they're from, and really find that out, because I was seeing that the YouTuber Leopard Gecko was mentioning something about her like looking up what it is in New Caledonia. But as far as I know, it could be bad, like very bad, if it gets over 80 degrees, which is kind of not a great thing for me, considering that my iguana, like right up there in its cage, the crested gecko's then be down here, the iguana's right up there, it can get to 110 at its basking spot and be alright, as long as it stays humid, which I keep it humid. I have a humidifier, and I also like mist it, or yeah, I mist it like every day. So, I say like every day, I do. And I will miss the crested gecko. Well, I do miss the crested gecko like twice a day. And I have a thermometer in there so I can see the temperature at all times, see the humidity at all times, which is really helpful. So that's basically it for lighting. So basically, why I got a crested gecko is that I have found out that it's the easiest lizard. Like, I think it just is. That's what I believe. Like, it has to be the easiest lizard ever. Like, when we got the iguana, stressed out for, like, a super long time, wasn't really eating, its tail had just, like, had just dropped its tail at the pet store, and yeah, it basically like didn't like us. Well, not didn't like us. It just was really hard to handle. And yeah, we got the Crested Gecko though, and got it on Friday, held it on like Saturday, you know, like basically just took its enclosure, we cleaned its enclosure out, put live plants in it because I like live plants better, and just kind of set it there, you know, temperature was fine, you know, sprayed it, humidity was fine, fed it, you know, it's eating now. I've seen it, you know, like eat a little bit, so it's pretty awesome. I definitely recommend a Crested Gecko. By far, like, in my opinion, like, either a Crested Gecko or a tarantula are, like, the beginner easiest thing you could own. Like, the problem is with, tarantulas are kind of scary to look at, and leopard geckos can drop their tail, but I feel like it's kind of rare when it comes to handling. Like, I'm not great at handling lizards, obviously. Like, you know, I have, like, a, you know, huge lizard. I don't handle it because it doesn't, I don't know. I'm gonna try to start handling it. But anyway, but yeah, I just kind of picked up the Crested Gecko and it was like, oh, I know what to do. You know, I just held out my hands, kind of did the hand walk where it jumps from one hand to the other and another and another, and it's kind of crazy, and it wants to climb up my whole body or whatever. Very fun. And yeah, so I hope this video was helpful. If it was, like it down below. If you have any comments or concerns, put in the comments below. And if you want more content, then subscribe. Hope you have a good day today, and I will see you in the next video, which should be coming out tomorrow, unless I forget. Today was the first day of school, and I have like cross-country practices after school every day, and I have cross-country meets like every weekend, so videos will probably be coming out on the wrong day. That'll probably be that'll be the only consistent thing going on. They will be coming out on the wrong day. So yeah, have a good day.